Mike Ippoletti here, and we're going to take a quick look at how to properly enter in a lead in JobProgress for C3 American Exteriors. So you'll notice here that we're looking at our dashboard. We've got our workflow. Let's go ahead and hover over the Add button in the top left corner, and we're going to choose Add Lead Prospect Customer. Once we open to this screen, you'll notice that there are two partitions. We've got our customer information over here on the left, and if I click this Add Job button on the right, we have our job information. So this is the area where you're going to be entering in the main components of information that you gather while you're either on the phone with that incoming lead or taking the information that was incoming from Mark or Angelus, whatever that may be, however you got that lead. This is where you're going to be entering in that information. So right off the bat, let's go ahead and take a look at our customer name. I'm going to enter in new lead. What I always like to say is if it don't apply, let it fly, but we want to make sure that we get this email address, our phone number. If you have additional phone numbers or email addresses, you could click on your little plus signs and you'd be able to enter in additional information. From here, we're going to enter in our customer address. You'll notice that as you start to enter in the address, it's going to auto-populate based off of known locations from Google. From here, let's say that it was in New Brunswick. You can enter in that location. It'll autofill the rest of the information for you. You'll notice on the right, we have customer with same details. If this was a customer that was already in the system, you could simply click on the information over here on the right and it would autofill the customer information on the left. Instead of creating a new customer and job, it would simply add a second job to that already existing customer. If you wanted to get rid of that, you could just hit the arrow and now it's out of your way. After you enter in your address, let's say perhaps you want to take a look at that location, you could click your little location icon to the right of the first address line, and this will actually pull it up in Google for you. Let's say you want to see its satellite view, you can go ahead and change that in the bottom left corner, or you could click View Larger Map, and that will redirect you entirely to Google, so this way you could size it out, take a look at it, do whatever you need to do. If you already know a sales rep in mind that you're going to be assigning them to, you could assign them to right from here. Otherwise, we could skip over that. We want to make sure that we always grab our referral source. So however it is that they may have found us, maybe it was our truck wrap, maybe it was word of mouth, however that is, a mailer, we can go ahead and enter in that referral source, and that's going to track that information for us. We want to make sure that we are syncing this with Hover. Right off the bat, you could go ahead and choose a Hover user and deliverable type, roof only, complete. This is going to go ahead and create this customer inside of Hover so that our sales reps can begin taking their photos and then get the measurement report. Job division is going to be the location where they are at. Estimator, we're going to fly over for right now. Job name, our reps possibly will enter in that information so we could skip over that. Category, if you happen to know that it's insurance, let's go ahead and hit insurance claim. This would then open up another area where you could put the specific insurance info. If we don't have that right away, not a problem. We can always backfill that later. Your trade and work type, we're going to ask them what exactly is it they're looking for us to do. Let's say roofing. From here, we could put in specific work types. If we know that, it's a shingle roof or a metal roof, a repair only, we can enter that information. Job description, customer claims hail damage on roof. If it was a separate job address from the customer address, you can enter that information by selecting same as customer address or deselecting it rather. Contact person would be, let's say that this is a rental property, you have a different homeowner you need to contact, you go ahead and add them in, and you can add up to 5 additional contacts. Last but not least, our additional information down at the bottom. We want to know our appointment type, so is this going to be virtual or in person? And then our property type. Is it a single family, multifamily, trailer, whatever that may be, we can make that selection. If for whatever reason you need to enter in additional trades, like let's say you're doing roofing, siding, and gutters, you know that right off the bat, those little plus signs would allow you to enter in additional trades as well. I just want to touch base on that before we save this job. Once we're done, we can go ahead and hit that save button. We're going to be met with what's called workflow automation, which is going to trigger an automated email. To send that out, we simply hit the send button, and now we're all done. This job was successfully added into JobProgress. The rep will be notified once you assign them. And now we have their information stored where we need it. Thank you, and have a great day.